The story you're about to hear is a dramatic tale straight out of the Old West, a legendary story of an Indian gold discovery deep in the Rocky Mountains. It truly may be the greatest treasure hunt in the West. In the 1870s, a party of prospectors led by Alfred Packer ventured into the Rocky Mountains. A Ute Indian chief named Uri told them of a gold discovery deep in the San Juan Mountains. Despite warnings of deadly winter storms, the men set out in search of the gold. Trapped by a severe blizzard at the base of a mountain that would later become known as Gold Hill, the party was unable to locate the discovery site. As supplies ran out, the men grew desperate. Only Packer survived, and the gruesome details of what happened on that mountain became one of the most infamous stories in the history of the Old West. A few years after the disastrous Packer expedition, a frenzy of prospecting activity is again focused on Gold Hill, after the discovery of a boulder containing rich veins of gold at the base of the hill. Reportedly, the boulder assayed over 1,000 ounces per ton. Prospectors comb the hill and eventually uncover a series of gold-bearing veins, which are then staked and claimed. They named their discovery the Golden Wonder Mine. Work starts immediately. Shafts and tunnels are dug. Occasional pockets of extremely rich ore are encountered, but only just enough to cover expenses and keep their hopes up. When money finally runs out, the mine is abandoned. In 1939, John W. Vickers acquires ownership of the Golden Wonder. Vickers lives at the base of Gold Hill and works for the mine's previous owners. He has his own ideas about unlocking the Golden Wonder secrets. With mining records in hand, Vickers makes the arduous trip to New York, where he convinces legendary financier Jules S. Bache to finance his quest for the mother lode. Over the next 30 years, Vickers' mining efforts proved only sporadically successful, with occasional discoveries of rich gold ore, but, like the prospectors before him, he did not find the source of the enrichment. In 1969, Vickers' Golden Wonder story catches the attention of big Texas utility Southern Union Company, which joins a search with modern mining techniques. Southern Union geologists pushed deeper into the mountain, encountering enriched zones that often exceed 100 ounces per ton. Then abruptly in 1972, the Southern Union Board decides to discontinue all their mining operations. Like the prospectors before them, they believe they are closing in on a major discovery, but time had run out. Golden Wonder operations continue sporadically until 1982, when ownership of the mine passes to a small company, which later becomes known as LKA Gold Incorporated. Convinced that the Golden Wonder hosts one of the richest gold deposits in the West, LKA spends the next 10 years paying off landowners and banks to consolidate its ownership position. The mine reopens in 1998. Limited amounts of rich gold ore are extracted and sold over the following 2 years. Then, lightning strikes. A bonanza-grade ore chute is discovered just feet below the mine's 5th level. Veins widen, and assays explode, often exceeding 150 ounces per ton. With a crew of just 4 men, the mine produces over 144,000 ounces of gold, valued at more than $600 million at today's prices. With gold trading near $5,000 an ounce, the profit potential is extraordinary. At an average production grade of 16 ounces per ton, the Golden Wonder stands as the richest gold producer in modern times. But this remarkable story doesn't end here. Geologists believe these high-grade gold deposits are formed deep within a volcanic system. Far below the surface, boiling magma acts as the engine that drives these powerful hydrothermal processes. Gold-enriched, superheated boiling water from the volcano's magma chamber is forced upward through a network of fractures and vents. As the water cools and the pressure is released, gold is deposited within the cracks and fissures of the vent system. These highly enriched vents are often referred to as ore chutes, And just as there are numerous vents in a volcano, there are quite likely multiple ore chutes, usually in close proximity to each other, possibly even larger and richer ones. 2009, LKA initiates a very surgical approach to locating the Golden Wonder's next big find. Exploratory mining generates over $5 million in gold sales, frequently teased with veins sampling up to 70 ounces of gold per ton. The hunt for the next ore chute is shaping up like the first one, intriguing and promising. Kinross Gold, the world's fourth largest gold producer, joins the hunt in 2016 with a drilling program designed to probe newly discovered zones immediately adjacent to LKA's current workings. These new areas were found to possess characteristics remarkably similar to the original discovery. When Kinross later shifted its strategic focus to its Nevada properties, LKA retained a trove of valuable exploration data, further confirming the Golden Wonder's exceptional potential. Now, with world-class exploration data in hand, LKA is preparing for its next phase, a targeted drilling program focused in and immediately around the existing mine workings. Each time the drill probes the Golden Wonder's vein structure, there is real possibility for another major discovery. If just one of LKA's drill holes intercept another ore chute, the stock price could explode. New surface drilling is the key to unlocking the next chapter of this extraordinary story. As the hunt continues, existing and new investors have a rare opportunity to participate in what may be the greatest treasure hunt in the American West. This next section has been reserved for comments by LKA's Chief Executive Officer, Kai Abraham.
We've never considered ourselves to be miners in the traditional sense, although by necessity, we got very good at it. We've always preferred to think of ourselves as treasure hunters, and there's a distinct difference. Let me explain. When we started this project in 1982, we were investment guys looking for a unique bonanza-grade epithermal gold deposit, which are considered some of the rarest but richest gold deposits on Earth. They comprise less than 3% of all gold discoveries. We recognized early on that the Golden Wonder had many of these remarkable characteristics, and we were proven right. Our first discovery was just one small ore chute of less than 10,000 square feet, but it yielded over 141,000 ounces. Nearly 600 million at today's prices. The ore grades were the highest that any one of us had ever seen, or even heard of. Now we're looking for more. Maybe multiple ore chutes that could be even bigger or richer. Many of the smartest geologists that have looked at this project believe it's there, somewhere buried beneath the surface. We did it once after many failed. We think we can do it again. But we won't know until we drill. It's the logical next chapter in this remarkable discovery. And, just like the early prospecting before us, it too has never been adequately done. Based on my 47 years of experience in the investment world, I can tell you, rarely does the average investor get a chance to participate in an exploration effort of this kind, with the very same management team that facilitated the initial discovery and actually produced over 140,000 ounces. And the big companies, you might ask, we've had lots of dealings with them. They're too averse to risk. It's the small guys, the prospectors, the entrepreneurs that make these kinds of discoveries. And it's always been this way. Then after the risk has been taken, the discovery made, the big guys swoop in with their big checkbooks and buy it all. Not much different from modern tech industries. Only this time, if we succeed, they'll be buying it from our shareholders. We hope that you've enjoyed this presentation and will seriously consider joining us in what we still believe is the greatest treasure hunt in the West.